Another year, another entry to the series. It's so hard to believe that it's been 20 years almost to a date since this series actually started. So let's take a look at Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on the Lenovo Legion Go. While we could be playing it at a higher resolution, we're playing it at 800p with a TDP setting of 30 watts and all the settings as low as they get, and the actual FSR in 2.1 mode. Note that the SPS counter for the actual Legion Go that comes with it is not the best. Most of the numbers that you see are correct, but when you see like crazy high numbers or you see it at 0, just ignore it. It's not capturing the numbers correctly. The performance in this game is kind of interesting. First, let's start with, let's say that the game actually plays wonderful, mostly always above 60 frames per second, going all the way to low hundreds. So that part is good news. The bad news is that there's a lot of stuttering here and there. It's actual micro-stuttering. However, when you're looking at the actual cutscenes, the cutscenes will actually be stuttering like crazy. I've included several here just so you actually can see the stuttering that it actually does. Like I said, the gunplay itself will go usually above 60 frames per second, very often staying in 80 to 90 frames per second. So it actually plays great. If there wasn't that micro-stuttering that I feel very often, it would actually be perfect. Personally, I think it's just a driver issue. So once they actually fix that driver, this game will hopefully play super smooth with such a great performance. And yes, we're actually playing it here at 800p. And you could actually go to 1200 or 1600p, but actually the performance will actually degrade more. Obviously still above 50 frames per second at 1200, but still, I like it like this. And to be honest, on that 8.8 screen, it's not going to make the huge difference that you think it do going from 800 to 1200. There will be a difference, but it's not that large. And towards the ending of this cutscene, you can actually see that stuttering I'm talking about. And you can also ignore that FPS counter that you can see here, because for whatever reason, the actual monitoring tool sometimes goes crazy on the counters. Yes, we're not doing 500, 600 frames per second. We're more doing like 80 or 90. However, to be fair, on that stuttering on the cutscenes, I played this game on the ROG Ally, I played this game on the AOK Zoe, and on the Win 4. And I had also stuttering on those cutscenes. Not as much as on the actual Legion Go, but I actually did have stuttering. And there was some slight stuttering on the ROG Ally when I'm actually playing on the gameplay. Very, very few stutterings here and there. Not as much as on the Legion Go. But it appears that Lenovo is already aware of some of these stuttering issues because they actually already said that they're going to come up with a new driver in the next 48 to 72 hours. Finally, I'm going to say that I forgot to actually tune in my controller, so you're going to see those very harsh moves that I do left and right, and I can't align my hits. But that's because I never set up my dead zones or anything like that, and I do think you have to do it on this particular device. I didn't really have to do it on the ROG Ally and on any of the others, but here I did notice that you actually have to go and set up your controller. So make sure that you do that before you play any first-person shooter or any game at all. But anyway, I'll let you watch the rest of the video, and I'll see you on the next one.
GPS trackers off the boat and manifest from the tower.
Вижу цель.
Good takedown, Kilo.
One minute. Tight!
Quite's good to go.
That's our gear on the ground if we need it. We will. Ramp. 30 seconds. Right, pull altitude is 2,000 AGL. Contact close.
That's how we do.
Roger up at a rally point.
Shut.
Stand by. on that helo.
Bravo, be advised. Coney Burke approaching reinforcements.